Hi, I'm Randy Vance. I'm at the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show in the Icom booth. Now, Icom radios are the official radio of the Boating Magazine cover shoot. Editor-in-Chief Kevin Falvey is here, and he is in charge of those shoots.
Yes, Randy, that's correct. We use Icom radios because the noise canceling is perfect. If you've ever flown in a helicopter, it's a noisy environment. And we're shooting boats running at speed, and that's a noisy environment, or can be. And so that the helicopter can conduct communications with the boat for safety and for an effective photo shoot, we always use Icom radios. But Icom comes with a lot more innovations, and we're here today with Ray Novak from Icom, who's going to tell us about some of them. Hey, Ray.
Doing fine, guys. How about yourself?
Very good, very good.
Well, I appreciate you stopping by the booth so we can show you some of the innovative products that we have, starting with the M510.
Yeah, that's the radio I have in my boat. I love that thing.
Very good. It's got some of the same things that you guys were just talking about, the noise canceling for both the receive as well as transmit. So you're sending clear audio as well as receiving.
Well, and you got clear menus on there that's easy to access those things. From what I've learned from you guys, I can adjust the level of noise canceling in transmit and adjust the level of noise canceling in receive, so that if I need a little background noise or a little less, I can filter it as it needs to be.
Yes, definitely. There's also different configurations that you can go into the radio so you can make sure that it is set up properly for you.
Cool. So you have weather channels on there too.
Yes, sir.
How do you access them?
Very quick access through one of the menus. Since it's not something that's primary, you have to go into a menu system for it. Very quick to select one of the 10 and know weather channels for you.
So you're using that row of soft keys underneath that screen.
Yes, sir.
Now that screen is something in itself. That is colorful, clear. It looks like a miniature MFD, and you can navigate on it.
Yes, there was a purpose behind the radio to make it look like it belonged with all the other MFDs for your black glass cockpit.
We're seeing more and more boats with black glass cockpits, even in the smaller sizes. Does this radio have the ability to have the mic detached and mounted remotely?
Yes, sir. There's really 3 different configurations that you can do with it. One is off the front of the radio, or remote off the back of the radio, or a separate remote command mic. So you could have just a radio in your hard top out of the way and your microphone right by where you're piloting the boat.
So here's the remote mic. It's got every function on it that the big screen does. I can completely control it from right here.
Yes, you can. And the screen that you're looking at right now is the AIS screen that you also will see simultaneous on the front of the radio.
So that's tracking all of the boats that are around us.
Yes.
That are broadcasting AIS.
Yes, sir.
And it's all off the same VHF antenna. Everything is working in that one little unit.
Yes, and you can use that to select either a friendly target that you want to talk to, or in the case of an emergency, you can find the closest one to you and do a direct call to them.
So you guys have another remote operating feature through a smartphone, I think.
Yes, sir, we do. The smartphone app allows you to tether any smart device, whether it's iOS or Android, to your radio and use it to control the radio, talk through the radio like a wireless microphone, or even use it as an intercom system.
And that capability is built right into the radio. I need no other modules or anything to make it work.
No, sir, nothing new other than to download the app.
Very cool. Now, there's also a way to integrate this radio into my multifunction displays, right?
Yes, sir, there is. There's multiple ways of doing that. It could be just as simple or as complicated as you want to make it.
So you have a built-in GPS module in that.
Yes.
But I've also got a remote module on mine because I'm not getting a good signal in my dashboard. Is that an expensive add-on?
Not really. The radio, there's 2 different ways, or really 3 different ways for the GPS. One is with the internal antenna, an external antenna, or wiring it into your NMEA 0183 system for your GPS location.
Ray, tell us about the difference between a transponder and a receiver in the AIS system.
What we have with the M510 is just receive only. Now we do have a matching transponder with the MA510 TR that will give you transponder and receive. And while some people might think it's for certain size boats, if you really go some blue water, it's always good to be seen.
So Kev, here's the M94D. This is what you guys are using on the helicopter shoots.
That's it.
So how does this all integrate together? I mean, this is a powerful little radio.
It really is. There's multiple ways that you can use it. Say you have a crew that's coming in with the tender. The tender's got one of these instead of a radio mounted to it, because usually those aren't something that's large enough to have a fixed mount radio. Jet skis, even as a redundancy on the boat to have a secondary backup. And you'll even see on the back of it, it's got the magical red button for the DSC calling.
So this floats too. You could give it to a kid on a paddleboard.
You can. And it also has the same noise canceling system that your higher end fixed mount radios have as well.
Well, and that's why it works on our helicopter to boat photo shoots.
So you mentioned about helicopters. Well, they can also use them for float planes. So after they come in for a smooth landing, they become a boat at that point.
I see. Ray, we really appreciate you spending your time and expertise in helping educate our audience about VHF communications. Thank you.
My pleasure, guys. Thank you very much.
For Boating Magazine, I'm Kevin Falvey with Randy Vance at the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show.
I'm going to call a water taxi right now.